Recently I've been thinking about revisiting places that I went to before I fell in love with photography. Places that I have really fond memories of, but I don't really have any photos of. And pretty high up on that list is the Isle of Wight. I was 13 the last time I stepped foot on the island, and I'd love to go back to some of the places I went then, but this time armed with a camera. So I planned the trip with my buddy Jono, and after months of waiting, it was finally time to load up the car and head out. We arrived, checked into our hotel, and instantly grabbed our cameras to go out and take the first photos of the trip. So we've come down to Shanklin Chine, which is this incredible gorge full of waterfalls and some like stone bridges and wooden bridges, and it's like 10 minutes away from where we're staying. So we thought, ideal way to finish the day after a lot of travel, get some photos, and yeah, just see what's around.
So I'm just going to be honest and say that I think the worst images I took from this whole entire trip came from today. But I think that 4 hours sleep and a whole day of driving probably aren't conducive to good photo taking.
There's an example of Jono doing his thing.
This place was honestly so beautiful, but I just didn't feel that inspired to shoot. And I'll be honest, it kind of left me a little bit worried and demotivated for the rest of the trip. But little did I know that I'd wake up the next day and honestly shoot some of my favourite photos from the whole weekend.
Okay, so that's day one done. We spent most of the time travelling, and also I'm really tired today because it was a really early start, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We've got a bunch of things planned. We're going to go check out the town that we were in earlier to go to the Chine because it looked really nice and we just didn't get a chance to look around. We're then going to go to 2 other locations, which I won't tell you about, but you can find them tomorrow, and I'm excited for both of them. So I'm going to head to bed and I'll catch you guys in the morning.
First thing on the agenda of the day was to fuel my obviously problematic iced coffee addiction before we carried on looking around that town to get a few more photos. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with the few that I got from here. After ignoring the urge to buy yet another old camera, we hopped in the car and made our way over to the next location. And this one was a little bit different, but I knew it would be fun to shoot. I've got to say that when you get down this low to take a photo of the models, it kind of looks like you're just taking a normal photo of a normal building. Let me know what you think in the comments.
In this next clip, take a shot for every single time I say model village. But with water, because, you know, hydration is important. In the middle of the model village is the model village. There's a model village of the model village. Is there a model village of the model village in the model village? How deep does this go? Let's crack this conspiracy. There is a model village of the model village in the model village. This is where we went yesterday.
Somebody walked across the road.
I can tell you it was way steeper in real life. After walking around that tiny village, I had worked up a massive appetite. And Cook and Baker did not disappoint. The next stop on our list was a quick trip up the hill to go and check out the local church.
Okay, so we got here to the Needles really late on purpose. We didn't want the sun to be too bright. We're kind of debating sticking around for even less light, more sunset, but it's still summer, so sunset's pretty late, and I want dinner and some wine. I was totally 100% gonna go on this ski lift all the way to the bottom, but it's closed. Johnny,
Oh no, what a shame.
He was
looking forward to it.
gagging to do some heights that we love so much. But oh well, I guess we'll have to come back another time. So yeah, we'll just hang around, see what photos we can get. Everything's shut, but that's not the end of the world. We wanted to be here for this time on purpose, so we're gonna hang around for a bit, get some photos. That photo of a house in the hills looks cool, and well, I guess show you guys. I can't quite get the frame I want. Actually, I don't know if I know what frame I want as it is. So I don't think I can quite get the thing that I don't know what I want. That makes sense. I quite like the purple, but I don't know if I can get it in. Okay, let's try and get through here. Can I go even lower? So after taking a bunch of photos, we're walking, well, I mean, all the way over there is my car, to another viewpoint. It was this man's idea, and he's promised that if we get there and it's a crappy viewpoint, he will buy me dinner. So, kind of torn about whether I want it to be a good or a bad viewpoint now. But on the case of views, this is the view. It's so good, isn't it?
Not a bad view at all.
No, this isn't a bad view either. Look at him over there. So yeah. Oh, all right. I can see the end now. I think we could get some good photos here. Damn. Looks like I'm paying for my own dinner. Okay. John has been saved. He doesn't have to buy dinner. Struggling to decide how I want to frame this. John, are you having the same problem? Deciding how you want to frame it?
I am bringing up the beach.
Okay.
And the waves coming in.
Because you gave up on the Needles.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're so heavily backlit. I think, like we said, it's about 6:45 now. In like an hour and a half, 2 hours time, it would be perfect. The sun would just be real low on the well, halfway down the horizon. If you're a landscape photographer and you were here now because you chose to come at the wrong time, how would you frame up these? Let me know. So the plan was to go to a pub and get some food, but after sweating my way through that t-shirt on the walk, I thought it was best for the general public if I just grabbed some KFC and went back to the hotel. I edited some photos and then washed all of that down with a couple of bottles of the local cider we picked up before I called it a night.
The next day.
Morning guys, I'm just sorting out my camera gear for the day, deciding what I'm taking in which bag for which area, I guess, or which location. We head home today, but we're not going back on the ferry till like 5 p.m. So I think we're checking out a castle, then maybe some ruins, but I guess it also depends on what we drive past and what we want to stop and see. So I'm going to sort this out and then we're going to get back on the road.
Walking around this castle was a great way to spend the morning, but spending £35 each to get in, that wasn't great. Anyway, I quite like these first photos. One thing I do love about shooting in places like this is just how many doors and windows there are to use for framing up your subjects and different landscapes. As you can see, I made so much use of in these photos.
Okay, so we were going to go to the ruins afterwards, but apparently it's private land now, so I don't really want to go and stare at some ruins over a fence. So instead, we have come to like the nearest, biggest town. We're just going to spend the last couple of hours here. I want to pick up a few little mementos from here. I've got the X100 with me to get a few street photos, and so yeah, let's see what we can do for the last couple of hours. As it was a Sunday, the town was pretty quiet, so after a quick walk round, we drove back to the ferry to head home. And that was it. I had a blast. I came back with some really good photos that I'm happy with, and some not good photos that I'm not happy with. But overall, like, this is the first time I've gone away just to take photos, and I need to do it a lot more. I'm already making arrangements with other photographers and also with Jono again to go away and do the same thing. So let me know in the comments which was your favourite, and let me know if there's a location you think I should go and spend a couple of days at. Maybe I can make it happen. Also, like the video if you liked the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, it really helps me out, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.